Oh, hey, what's up guys, it's loneflash here, and I know I have not made a video like this in a very long time. It is way overdue, but we are going to get into this. That is the title and thumbnail of this video. We are going to be reviewing this, but first, I want to talk to you guys real quick. So I recently just turned 18 years old, that's right, I am a legal adult now. And I just wanted to show you some stuff that I got for my birthday, and that audio recorder is one of the things that I got. So one thing I got is, Kat made me this Star Wars The Force Awakens pillow, and Larlar made me these lightsaber pillows. Oh, they are absolutely amazing. I also got new bedding for my bed because my sheets were ripping and I asked for that. And Larlar made me that BB-8 pillow. It is absolutely awesome. Handmade, one of a kind. And I also got these slippers. They're really super cool. They're bear slippers, better than the old ones that I had, and keep my feet super warm. Hello, Dad.
Hello.
And in addition to that, they made me this awesome cake. It is eaten right now, but it has BB-8 on it, and it has sprinkles on the inside. It's super awesome. And then I also got a new phone case for my phone because I was tired of my other one, so yeah. Now let's get into the review of the Zoom H1 audio recorder. Okay, so right now the audio you're hearing is from the built-in microphone on this camera. So as you can see, it doesn't really sound that good, and I've been making almost all of my videos with this audio, and I know it's super cringy, and I wanted to step up my game, so I asked for this, and I got it. So this is the H1 Zoom. It's $100, so it's not too bad of a price. And yeah, let's open up the box and see what we got inside. Now, I did already take this out of the box and play with it a little bit, so it's not exactly the exact packaging, but you get the idea. So inside the package, it contains this little baggie of booklets of information, instructions, and whatever, as well as a 2 GB micro SD card with a micro SD card reader for your computer. So that is super awesome, but that's boring. And then you have the H1 Zoom audio recorder itself, and it even comes with a little battery, but I already have it inserted into the device. So this is the H1 Zoom. It practically fits in my hand. It can definitely fit in a pocket. A lot smaller than I imagined, but that's very convenient. And it has a lot of buttons on it, as you can see. And this is the slot for the battery. Take that out. It just takes one AA battery in order for it to operate. And here is the micro SD card slot. You just pop that baby open, and there is your micro SD card. So some other notable things of this device is this LCD display that you have, and as well as all the buttons. So we'll go over that. First, on the bottom, you have a little speaker type device, and this allows you to listen to the audio that you just recorded. Now, it's not going to be completely accurate because this actually isn't that great of a speaker. You'll get more accurate info once you put the files onto your computer. But that's actually handy to have if you're on site and don't have access to a computer. Then you have the microphone head itself. It is made of these two two separate stereo microphones in this pattern, giving you that crisp, clear audio that you want to hear. So then on the sides here, you have volume rockers to control the volume of the audio playing out of the speakers, as well as a headphone jack, 3.5mm, so you can plug in some headphones and listen to the audio from there as well. That might be more accurate than the speakers. So then on the front, you just have one single record button. That is how you start recording audio. And then you have, as I said before, this LCD screen where you can see what you're doing. And then on this side, you have a separate microphone jack where you can plug in a separate microphone and record audio that way. The input level, you can control the amount, like the audio level that you want to record manually. And then here you have the play and fast forward buttons to go through the audio that you recorded, and you can delete it right from the device, play it, pause it, fast forward, what have you. And then you have this mini USB, I believe that's a female type, that you can plug into your computer and get the audio that way, although it does not come with its own cable, which is unfortunate, but most people just use SD card readers, so that isn't that big of a deal. So then you also have your power button, and you hold it up here. That's what the hold stands for, and that is how you power on the device, and then you hold it down, and that is how you power down the device. So then on the back, you have various switches back here. You can turn on low cut, so that I don't actually know what that helps with, but you have that option on or off. You have auto level, so it will automatically adjust the input levels of the audio coming into the device, or you can have that off and do it manually here. And then you also can set the recording format that you want the audio to be in. So you can have it to MP3 or WAV, and I personally prefer MP3 just because that's what my computer likes and what have you and all that jazz. Alright, so enough jibber jabber about the looks of the device and all that. Let's give it a test. So as I said, you hold this switch up to power it on. There we go, it says hello. And then when you initially boot it, it will ask you to set the time and date. I'm not exactly sure why it does that, but I mean, it's handy to have, I guess. And then to simply start recording, you just hit this red button. Or if you want to play audio, you hit this play button here on the side. And as you can see, as I'm talking, it's picking up the levels. I have auto level turned on, and it is picking up the audio and showing you the level of it on the side here. So the first test I'm going to show you guys is the built-in speaker and how the test audio that I recorded sounds. So if I just hit the play button here, it'll load up what I have. Alright, so this is a test of the H1 Zoom audio recorder, so I'm going to interview my dad here. Hello, Dad. Hello. Alright, so this is a test of the H1 Zoom audio recorder, so I'm going to interview my dad here. Hello, Dad.
Hello.
Okay, so that was a little test I did with my dad, and it sounded pretty okay through the speakers. I'm sure I'll get a more accurate feedback once I plug it into the computer, but we'll do that later. So, on the back it has this little screw thing, and it allows you to screw in a horseshoe mount so that this can go on the top of a camera or on a tripod, etc. So, I don't have a horseshoe mount handy for, made like this, to go into this device, so I'm going to put it on a separate tripod and we'll do some audio tests for you guys right now. Okay, so here is the setup I'm rocking. This camera is going to go there, and then I have the H1 Zoom right there. I can't have it on top of this camera because I made this custom horseshoe mount. I had to glue some pieces together, and it's still kind of wet a little bit, so I want to wait till that fully dries. But I also want to make this video now, so I'm just not going to use this today, but I will be using this in the very near future. Okay, so I have both devices recording right now. Right now you are hearing the audio off of the camera, so the built-in mic, and now I'm going to switch over to the H1 Zoom. I do have this set to auto levels, and I am about 5 to 7 feet away from it, so hopefully this sounds pretty good. And yeah, hopefully this will be able to step up my game, and I will do various positions with it to see when it sounds the best, and in the future I'm going to do different sound tests with it just to mess around with it. And yeah, so here is 5 to 7 feet away from it on the camera. So yeah, now we're gonna switch back to the built-in mic to see if there was really any difference or really not. I will have to play with the input levels because right now, if we switch back to the H1 Zoom, I am on the auto level setting, so it should be adjusting the levels automatically rather than manually. So now I'm going to take the H1 Zoom and hold it closer to me like an actual handheld microphone. Okay, so now I'm going to be holding the H1 Zoom like a handheld microphone, and right now you are hearing the audio from the built-in camera mic. This really isn't a super fair test because the camera is still 5 to 7 feet away from me, but now we're going to switch to the H1 Zoom, which is right in front of me practically, only a couple inches away from my mouth. So yeah, this probably makes a significant difference in how it sounds, but it's crisp and it's clear, it's very good. And yeah, so now I still have the camera still 5 to 7 feet away from me, but I have the H1 zoom only 1 to 2 feet away from me, and we are going to test that. So as you can see, in different conditions it sounds different, and again, you can manually adjust the settings on the H1 zoom to make it sound absolutely perfect. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this test. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, share this with your friends, and subscribe so that you never miss a video from me. I guess my opinions on it, I think it's really good, especially for the price, and like, you know, you can put a horseshoe mount on it and put it right on your camera as if you were using a shotgun mic. The only downside is you would have to sync up the audio, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, but it shouldn't be too bad as long as you hit the record button at the exact same time. Then it makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, overall I think it's pretty good, and I like it a lot, and yeah, I don't really know how this sounds until I'm editing it. So let me know what you guys think, and you know, normally if I'm gonna be, you know, holding the camera out in front of me, it should sound better and stuff, and like, you know, I'll use it differently in different scenarios, but yeah, definitely stepping up my game here, and now I have a good mic finally. Probably we're all waiting for that. So yeah, as always, I will see you later, Gators. Peace out. Summer